Hi, Leonardo. How's it going? Hey, Leonardo.
Ah, hola, profe. Ya lo
How's it
oigo.
going? Doing good? Doing okay?
I'm going fine.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So, do you
A
have
lot of
questions?
work.
Yeah, I know. So, you have questions? You have something to show? Advancements? Anything?
Um, well, actually, the main doubt that I have is that is my first instrument, the diagnostic test, because I don't know what to do with that instrument. Taking into consideration that the expert told me that it wasn't um, it wasn't a diagnostic test for a qualitative research. So she told me that I had to change the approach of my research or try to adapt that instrument in a way that I can do it qualitative. But that's the question. That's the trouble. I don't know how to do it, sir. I don't know if it is better to delete the instrument or to try to adapt it.
Okay, it could be both ideas. First, to adapt it, right, into a more qualitative issue, or then to get rid of the instrument and work with the other instruments, right?
But sir, I will ask you to suggest me a link, a page to follow to have a guide because I was looking for a way to adapt the instrument, but I didn't find qualitative diagnostic test.
Well, actually, it's going to be kind of difficult because this qualitative data is going to be just no, sorry, the testers are going to be just related to a quantitative part, right? But
Yes.
what you're going to be focused is going to be just about the oral production process, right? Okay,
Right.
so therefore, I would say that maybe instead of saying if the students are going to perform a kind of test, maybe to create some questions, right? For them to use, I don't know, maybe critical thinking, right? For us to see if they
Right.
have a very good oral production or not, right? And based on that, what you can do is to attach or to see if these requirements are going to fit inside the requirements established by the Common European Framework inside the level B1.1, if I'm not wrong, that you're going to work. No, B2.
B2, B2,
Yeah,
sixth
so
semester.
let's see if this is going to be accomplished by the students or by the participants, but just changing the whole way related to the proficiency test into questions for us to see if the students can reach a communicative process based on the criteria established by the Common European Framework. Okay.
Okay, so those questions would be part of my interviews and not the test.
It could be taken from the test, right? Because if you see, for example, the test is going to tell you, for example, let's say, describe the following image, or for example, you're going to have a following situation, and you have to give a solution to it, right? So maybe try
Right.
to look for some questions related to oral tests, right? And I would suggest you, I think I'm going to suggest you one web page for you to download that information. Let me check what is that.
Okay, sir. Sir, another thing.
Yes.
Uh, did you see that I changed the general objective? Not the general objective, but the main verb in it. because before it was to determine,
Uh-huh.
but the expert told me that the verb determine was not accurate for qualitative research. So I changed it for identify. I don't know if you agree
No,
or what do you think about that.
identify sounds better. Look, I'm
Yeah.
going to share for you to download the material there. Inside the chat, I'm adding a web page for you to look for that information, right? And I
Yeah,
think you may get it. So copy and paste the link. And no, that's it.
okay, I'm going to do it right now.
So there you would see some information related to what? Yeah, so some information related to the oral exams, the way they're going to be implemented, and you can take the model of those questions for you to see what they are going to say, right? Or for you to prepare
Right.
that kind of test, and for you to see if they're qualified for that B2 level, if they're fluent enough. But I think you may read the Community Opinion Framework for references for you to see if the criteria established for B2 level is going to be the right one, or is going to be related to the answers given by the student or not. It's going to be kind of complicated. And I also suggest you to look on YouTube on the Cambridge or TOEFL webpage how a B2 user can talk, right?
Okay. Okay, sir. Well, that's like the second thing. The third one is that I don't know how to start collecting data with my potential participants. I mean, I don't know how to get in contact with them.
Okay, for your potential participants, which group are you going to work with? Sorry.
I'm going to I'm going to work with a six semester group that is led by Professor Gonzalo.
Okay. Have you
And
got the answer from
but
Professor Gonzalo?
actually, yes, sir. I've been in contact with him, but he told me that his students, most of his students, are not attending to the virtual classes that he's teaching.
Mhm.
So he has that problem.
Okay, so I
But
suggest you to work with
I,
those who are attending to the class, and that's it. If there are just constantly six students working in that class, so work with them because we have no alternatives to work with. So, as in Spanish, we say, échele mano lo que pueda, hermano.
yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it. But I'm saying is that I don't know if I have to get in contact with the students one by one, like calling them or send them a message or
Yes,
something
of
like that.
course, you're going
I
to
don't
you're
know
going to
how.
send them.
I don't,
What you can
I
do
don't.
is to talk to their teacher, to the lead teacher, right? And to ask them for a way to contact them, right? So via email or via WhatsApp,
Okay,
and
sir.
then you're going to talk to them. You're going to try to convince them, and you're going to send them what the letter of consent once they have accepted to be part inside the project. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my question. So I'm going to do that because at this moment, and I don't know if those students are willing to help me to
Hmm.
participate, to take part of the research. So
Yes.
that's
I would also
what makes me
suggest
worry.
you to
Um,
talk to Professor Oscar, right? because he's in charge with the
Okay.
other 6 semester course, for you to have the alternative to gather more participants, right? So just in case, right? Like a plan B.
Yes, sir. Uh, Actually, I chose Professor Gonzalo's group because I saw in the grid that you uploaded last time,
Uh-huh.
where the information of those teachers were, and I saw that the Professor Oscar was too busy. I mean, many people wanted to work with him.
Okay. Okay, not to worry. So,
Okay.
well, sounds good. Anything else?
No, sir, no.
Okay. So, have you sent the
So
corrections to the assignment?
what assignment?
The
The
corrections
last?
of the project? Because we have two assignments, the correction of the project and the instruments.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Okay, because
I
I'm going to
did all the
revise all that
corrections
tonight.
and I sent them. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
I changed the objectives, the verb of the objectives, and in the annexes section, I added some information related to the letters of consent, letters of authorization,
Okay.
and the validation instruments.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah, that's it, sir.
Okay.
And I changed a lot. I changed a lot the questions for my interviews because it was a suggestion from the expert.
Okay, very good. So upload that information to the
Okay,
assignment too for me to know which were the those changes, right? And yeah, and that's all. And as soon as you get your participants, start collecting data. Okay.
yes, sir. The last question: if I decide to delete the diagnostic test, would be a problem,
And
or
no,
that's okay?
no, because we need to work on that. We need to, if, for example, that diagnostic test is going to work, sorry, uh, got it. If we're not going to implement the diagnostic test, we need to delete it because, right, there's no point for us to work with something that is not going to have any kind of relevance right here, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I want to save the test, so I'm going to try to fix it, and that's it.
Let's see if you can do it. If not, not to worry, and let's keep on working on that. Okay. Let's keep on working on the
Okay.
rest of the instruments.
Okay, sir. Okay.
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 Okay. Bye bye.
So, bye, sir.